One, two, one, two.
So I had an older brother who was a prodigy. He was a trumpet player and a tenor, sang opera in high school in the locker room because he played football too. So so I played drums when I was in high school. He played trumpet, and then around 4th or 5th grade, he gave me his acoustic guitar and a chord chart. So I started playing guitar because that's what I wanted to play. That's where the music was. And then I started singing in a trio, and I started playing the guitar with the trio, and that went all through high school from 7th grade on. In 7th grade, I started taking piano lessons, which I really wanted to do. And I had friends who had been taking lessons under duress, and really couldn't play. But I would practice 2 hours a day. I mean, I was like crazy, wanted to play the piano. So I did that for about a few years, and then I also played upright bass around that time, just basic stuff. And the band director asked me to play the bass in the high school jazz band, so I did that. What came out of that was this book of jazz standards, everything from Lush Life and Misty and Satin Doll and all that stuff. So I had this book at home. It was with piano melody, and so I started learning those. And my piano teacher freaked out. He was like, "You're not going to play that stuff. You're not going to play jazz. Yes, that's nightclub music." Oh, wow. It was really judgmental against nightclub music.
Guess so. Surprisingly,
so I stopped taking piano lessons because I didn't want to keep playing just classical or the stuff you need to play. Yeah, I wanted to learn When Sunny Gets Blue and Misty and Mylene Baby. I tried playing Lush Life, but there are too many flats, so I gave up on that one. But so I was doing a little bit of piano, and I probably from the time I picked up a guitar, and certainly as soon as I started playing piano, I was listening to jazz at that point. My first album was a Dave Brubeck album, and then I remember getting a Ramsey Lewis album and liking his love theme from Spartacus, and I wrote an instrumental that was inspired by that song. I wrote it on piano, so I started writing piano instrumentals. And then I was writing guitar songs too, and terrible lyrics, but melodies come pretty easily. So I did that, and then I think by the time I got to college, I formed a trio and then a duo to play in bars and stuff like that. And then a local group asked me to play with them. And I did that for a little while, and then basically just started playing guitar instrumentals. Leo Kottke, John Fahey, all those guys really blew my mind. I remember when I was writing, I told you by the late 80s, I met Donna Blanchard, a flute player, and I asked her, I said, I always wanted to write, I have all these guitar instrumentals, but I'm not doing anything with them. And they weren't John Fahey, Leo Kottke level. I liked them a lot, so I played them alone by myself, or my friends loved them. But so I started, I said, if I write some music, would you play? So I wrote probably 30 guitar and flute instrumentals. We made a CD, but we didn't make a CD for about 12 years, but we played, like I said, receptions, weddings.
How was
dinners.
the experience, though, that the first time you wrote for flute and you heard it,
it was wonderful.
Flute, was it what you...
Oh, it was wonderful, yeah. I mean, we played the same songs for that, because I can't read music, so I couldn't read, you know, guitar and flute music written in the 18th century or whatever. I mean, just wasn't available to me. I can't read music on the guitar at all. But I remember we had been playing these same songs for like 10 years, and we were playing at a place down in Uxbridge, and I could hear the sound system. I could hear it coming out of the sound system. I'm like, oh, geez, I really like that song. so that's it's a joy in writing a song that you end up liking a lot too. So
sure.
But as soon as I picked up the saxophone, then I started, a whole new bunch of songs started emerging in my brain, you know. But I usually write, like you, piano. I usually go to the piano, and if I hear a melody, I might start playing it on the saxophone, but then I'll like, wait a minute, I don't even know what chord that is that I just went to. So I'll go figure out what that was, and then I'll figure out a progression, and figure out a progression, and then it just sort of comes like that.